still missing. They don't know where it is. They have now the red heifer. Now that is a 100-year process that if you study this, it had to be a perfect DNA red heifer. It can't just be any heifer, and it's taken them years to find it. They have it now. They have it now. The only also thing they don't have is access to the Temple Mount. There's so many things prophetic right now happening. There's so many things. The Lord is so close. The 2 witnesses will be in Jerusalem protecting the build of that temple. And the Bible says they're going to have so much power. They're going to be calling fire down from heaven. They're going to be causing plagues in certain regions. They're going to have unlimited authority, causing havoc on this world for the kingdom to come, preaching the gospel. So when they are taken down and they're gone, all of the world celebrates. They celebrate because they're causing so much havoc. And then after 3 days, breath is brought back into them. They come back to life, and they shoot back up to heaven. Can you imagine seeing this? Like, we have iPhones right now. Everyone's going to see this. It says all eyes will see this. Well, how is that? AI, iPhones, all the technology. We are in that age. And if people cannot see that, they have the blinders on, which is why I'm out here in the park. This is why I'm telling you. He's coming. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Not many believe a tribulation is coming or that an actual antichrist will rise. Boy, will he. How about AI? How about that? Knowledge will grow and explode, the Bible says, in the end times. And we will be running to and fro. We're doing it. We can get to another country in hours. We can text each other across the world in seconds. We can see everything, live stream everything in seconds. AI, I use AI all the time. I use it for my videos. I use it to write things like, because I can't spell. I can hardly write. But every single time I write something, it's misspelled. I don't know. Maybe it's dyslexic. It's a disability. I don't know. But I use AI for this stuff. But did you know that AI, they now, even Elon Musk, we heard it in the car, honey. We heard it in the car. Elon Musk is saying that it is going to do so much good. But at the same time, once it figures out how to manipulate humanity, we're done. Because AI is that smart. Did you know that AI hallucinates? I had no idea. Do you even know what that means? AI hallucinates. And it's every bot. It's ChatGPT. It's every AI thing I use. They hallucinate. You know what that means? It means if it doesn't know the answer to what you're asking it to do, it'll make it up and you've never even known it because it sounds so smart. Which means if it gets a hold to social media and it can start manipulating human behavior, it'll start chatting with you and thinking it's somebody else and it's really a bot, and it will confuse the entire world. Misinformation. You want to talk about fake news? Get an AI bot knowing humanity, trying to... Skynet, Terminator. This is where we are. This is where we are. So don't tell me that we're not in the end times. We're here. We're here. So it matters. It matters where you go to church. It matters that you're discipled. It matters that you are pure. It matters, guys. It matters. It matters. This is why the Lord is healing everywhere. This is why the Lord is having people go into the park and just lay hands on people and they're getting healed. Because if I can heal you, my little stature, right? If I can heal you, then you're going to probably listen to what I had to say because your ailment is done. And you're like, wait a second, who healed me? Well, it's not me, it's him. So, if you want this or you want to know, then you need to listen to his word. It is a hook. So the Lord is healing people all over, just like he did when he was here in the Bible. He would go around healing, and then guess what he would do? He would teach because he had their undivided attention. Go ahead. Try to heal in Muhammad's name. See if you get healed. Try to heal in Buddha's name. Try it. Just try it. I mean, really, I would love for you to. Bring your crystals up here. Bring your crystals up here to the park. Anybody that's got crystals, go ahead and bring them up here, and let's lay it on someone who is hurt and sick, and let's see if those crystals will get them healed. What about your mantra? What is it? What is it? Mantra? Mantra. See if your mantra is going to heal you. These things don't work. You know who heals? Jesus. Every single time a healing has gone forth, that name has gone forth. It's his name. It's not any of us. It's not any of us here. It's his name. It holds so much authority because he's returning. So another argument to this kingdom now, because I promise you guys, listen, if you're a baby Christian, none of you guys here believe this, but I'm just talking about baby Christians because you guys can catch misinformation like that. But what you'll hear, and I hear this a lot from Christians, mostly on the West Coast. I don't know why. Maybe because of the liberalness of them. I don't know. But they'll say things like, the kingdom is now, the kingdom is here. It's already happened. That whole Antichrist thing, that whole mark of the beast thing, that happened already. That was Nero, right? That nasty Roman Caesar, right? Whatever, emperor. Right. But here's the problem. Again, that's just not Bible. All right? So Jesus said, of that day, there's never going to be a day like it, and never will be like it again, the tribulation. Jesus is saying there is a tribulation where my wrath is going to be poured out, and there is not a day that has been, and there will not be a day like it. That's your clue that Nero was not the Antichrist. Why? Well, my goodness, when Nero came and he took the Jews, only 1 million Jews died around 70 AD. I say it like it's not a lot. Okay, that's a lot. It really is a lot. It is a tragedy. But how many Jews died in the Holocaust? I'll tell you, if you don't know. 6 million. 6 million were gassed to death, lined up like cattle and shot to death, were starved to death. So don't tell me that Nero was the Antichrist, because something worse has already happened. And now Jesus says in the end that something worse than the Holocaust is coming? That's terrifying. I do not want to be here. Who wants to be here for that? I can't imagine having my children lined up like cattle and just executed in front of me. Or how about watching them physically starve them just to torture me? Because I won't bow down to the beast system. Or how about being martyred because you didn't go with the system? You didn't take the mark. You serve me or you die. And I promise you it's not going to be a quick death, because they always like to make a statement. You know, Nero would light his gardens with Christians alive. He would burn them alive, put them on a stake in his garden, light them on fire to light his gardens. He was evil. Also, he would put Christians in the Colosseum, and he would put them in chairs, and he would light the chairs on fire while he had them tied to metal chairs, and he would watch them burn from the backside up, alive. He would also put Christians in the ring and watch lions tear them apart. And Jesus said, what is coming is worse than what was. If that does not terrify you, then go ahead and be tormented. I don't know what else to say. All Jesus was saying is you don't have to go through that. You don't have to. I'm coming to establish my kingdom. And guess what? A reward is to be raptured out of here. I'll take you. I'll take you to the marriage supper of the Lamb. We'll fellowship. And then you'll come back with me and we'll rule and reign. You know, we're going to fellowship and have dinner with him when we're. Do you know there's a fellowship? There's a marriage supper of the Lamb that we get to just hang out with him, and he's serving us and just for 7 years. Now I'm throwing out years and things like this. Honestly, guys, we're just getting pieces to the puzzle of how Revelation is starting to unfold. We've had this 7-year tribulation going on for a long time. You know, whether it's 8, 10 years, you know, it could be more or less. We do have specific numbers in the Bible that gave us these 7 years, okay? So there is some science behind this. But what is really important is there is a rapture, the Lord is coming back, and there is great, great, great sorrow coming. And the people that are constantly saying that the kingdom is now, and we're just going to get, the Christians are going to get better and better and better and better, and